Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello, grade 2s, and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Family and Summer. And before we get into any lessons, grade 2s, it's very important for us to sanitize. Now remember, when we sanitize, we are showing the world that we are responsible boys and girls and that we care about staying safe from coronavirus. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Well done. For today's lesson, we will be talking about pronouns and problem solving. For our first exercise today, boys and girls, please can you turn to page 25. On page 25, we are going to be doing pronouns, and instead of us writing the pronoun, we are going to circle the pronouns in the sentences. We are going to look for them and then circle them. This means that we have to read very carefully. Now, before we read very carefully each sentence, I'd like us to take a look at the pronouns I have on the board. Now, the pronouns I have on the board is are, he, me, she, you, and it. So some of these pronouns are in your exercise, so you need to listen very carefully for them. Let me say them again. We have me, he, she, you, and it. So now that we have a little hint about the pronouns, let's take a look at our exercise. In our exercise, we're going to read number 1 together. It says, she is trying to catch the butterfly with the net. Let's read it again. She is trying to catch the butterfly with the net. Which one is our pronoun, boys and girls? If you guess that our pronoun is the word she, well done. Good job. I'd like you to please circle the word she. Let's now move on to number 2. Number 2 says, he likes to splash in puddles with the yellow boots. Let's read it again. He likes to splash in puddles with the yellow boots. Where is our pronoun, boys and girls? Remember, a pronoun is a word that can replace a noun. So where do you think our pronoun is? If you guessed that our pronoun is at he, well done. So I'd like you to please circle the word he. Let us now do number 3 together. Number 3 says, it is eating a big green leaf. Let's repeat. It is eating a big green leaf. So, which one is our pronoun? Is it the word is? How about the word big? No, my dear boys and girls, it is the word it. So if you got that one correct, well done. Please circle the word it. The rest of the pronouns you are going to do by yourself. Remember to circle it once you have found it. The other part of this exercise is asking you to complete the sentences by writing the following pronouns. We have the words she, they, them, and he. The words that you can see in brackets are the nouns that you have to replace with a pronoun. Remember, a pronoun is a word that is used to replace a noun. So you need to check with all the words on the top in the box and write them below on the dotted line. Please, when you do this exercise, I'd like you to take your time and make sure that you read each sentence before you say that you are done. I will see you soon after our advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Let's now take a look at our next exercise on page 26. On page 26, you can see that we have some problem solving to do. Now the problems that we can see are there written out as stories. And it is our job to make sure that we find the answers to the questions. Let's take a look at number 1. Number 1 says, 6 girls went to the pool for swimming. 4 boys joined them. How many children went for a swim? Let's read it again. 6 girls went to the pool for swimming. 4 boys joined them. How many children went for a swim? Now, the 2 numbers that are important there are 6 and 4. In the story, we are told that there are 6 girls and 4 boys. And then we are asked how many children, which means, my dear children, we need to add 6 girls plus 4 boys. So I'd like you to add 6 plus 4. And then you will get your answer for how many children. Let us do number 4 together. Number 4 says, Sam gave 8 flowers to his teacher. Anne gave 4 flowers too. 3 of the flowers dried up. How many flowers is the teacher left with? Let's read it again. Number 4. Sam gave 8 flowers to his teacher. Anne gave 4 flowers too. 3 flowers dried up. How many flowers is the teacher left with? So the first important numbers that we need to find or work out is 8 and 4. We are told in the story that the teacher got flowers from Sam and from Anne. So we are going to add the flowers from Sam to the flowers from Anne, and they are 8 plus 4 flowers. Once we get our answer, we are going to now take away 3 from our answer because 3 flowers dried up. So we say our answer from 8 plus 4 is going to say answer minus 3. And then from there, we will get our actual answer, which is how many flowers the teacher is left with. So the first thing you're going to do is add 8 plus 4, and then the answer that you get, you're going to subtract 3 from that answer. And then you will have how many the teacher is left with. The other 2 you're going to read and figure out by yourselves. Please take your time, and if there are words that you do not know there, don't be afraid to ask an adult or someone else to read the problem-solving sum for you. But try to work it out by yourselves. Have fun, and I will see you soon after our short advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our last exercise for this lesson, please turn to page 27. On page 27, you can see that we have a poem. Oh, poems are so beautiful, and this one is about summer. The heading for our poem is Summertime. Now, a poem is different from a story because we don't read poetry, we recite poetry. So we are going to recite this poem and then answer some questions below. I am going to read it and recite it for you, and then we will do it a second time together. Are you ready, boys and girls? Let's go. The heading of our poem is Summertime. Summertime, summertime, let's go out and play. Time for fun and lots of sun. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it rains. I love these kinds of days. Summertime, summertime, swimming to stay cool. Summertime, summertime, I love to see the flowers bloom. Oh wow, this poem is so beautiful. Now let us try and say it again. Remember, if you have a passage or a poem, you must read it 3 times. The first time is for you to understand. Then the second time is for you to find your answers. And then the third time is to make sure that your answers are correct. So let us read it a second time. Remember, when we are reading poetry, we say we are reciting the poem. Are you ready? The heading of our poem is Summertime. Summertime, summertime. Let's go out and play. Time for fun and lots of sun. Sometimes it's hot. Sometimes it rains. I love these kinds of days. Summertime, summertime. Swimming to stay cool. Summertime, summertime. I love to see the flowers bloom. So now that we have read it and recited it a second time, not three times, a second time, we are now going to answer the questions. Now, number 1 says, what is the name or the title of the poem? What is the name or the title of the poem? Number 2 says, name 2 things in the poem that you can do during summer. Name 2 things that you can do during summer that have been said in the poem. Number 3 says, make use of the words in the box to complete the sentences. So I'm going to recite the poem a third time, and it'll be your job to answer the questions. The title of our poem is Summertime. Summertime, summertime. Let's go out and play. Time for fun and lots of sun. Sometimes it's hot. Sometimes it rains. I love these kind of days. Summertime, summertime. Swimming to stay cool. Summertime, summertime. I love to see the flowers bloom. Once you're done answering the questions, boys and girls, please go back to the poem, recite it again by yourselves to check your answers. I will see you soon after this advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson. Now remember, boys and girls, if you don't know what to do or if you're not sure about your answers, you can always ask for help. Now that we are done, it is good for us to sanitize. Remember, when we sanitize, we are showing the world that we care enough to stay far, far away from coronavirus. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I feel like going outside today. I want to take Sashi with me. Sashi, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hello, Sashi. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF for Every Child, My Zone Online School and Amos Meerkat Syllabus.